In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says there are three gates to hell. Gate means dwar, door. There are three big doors to hell. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that Trividham narakashedam dwaram nashanam atmanah kama krodha tatha lobhas tasmadetat tyajet. What are these three gates to hell? Trividham. There are three gates to hell. Narakahidam dwaram. Narakadwar. It is kama, means lust, krodha, anger, and lobha. Kama, krodha, tatha lobhas. These three are the gates to hell. Lust, anger, and greed. Tasmad etat trayam tyajet. That's why an intelligent person will give up these three things. What should we give up? Lust, anger, and greed. I have noticed that we put a lot of emphasis on lust and anger, and rightly so, because lust and anger are very dangerous. Kama esha, krodha esha, rajo guna samudbhava. Mahashano mahapapma, vedyanam iha vairinam. Vairi means enemy. Vedya means to understand. We should understand that there are these two great enemies. What are they? Kama esha, krodha. Lust, which is attachment, and anger. And they are born out of mode of ignorance. Rajoguna samudbhava. Mahashano, they are very powerful, all devouring. And mahapapma, greatly sinful tendencies, lust and anger. So there is a lot of emphasis put on lust and anger, my dear friends. But what happens is sometimes we forget to think about greed. Hare Krishna. Greed can be also a very dangerous impediment on the path of bhakti. In the when we become devotees, sometimes we feel that I will save so that my old age is secure and I can retire early and then I can devote more time to Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. But in this bargain, sometimes I have noticed that devotees don't give donation. Devotees are not charitable. They we must support the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We must support the mission of Srila Prabhupada. We cannot be misers. We can chant 64 rounds. We can give nice classes. We can do big services. But I have seen sometimes when it comes to money, devotees are very tight-fisted. They will not open their fist. So we have to be very careful of this enemy called greed. We have to think about greed also. Are we getting attached to money? Because I have seen one couple, they are very wise when it comes to finances. Very wise. And they made some very good investments in America, in real estate and other things. And for somehow in 2008 and 9, they bought a lot of properties when there was a recession and the property prices in US had rock bottomed. And then when the economy improved, 2011, 2012, they made such a profit. They sold off all those properties. They made so much profit. Plus, they had savings from their jobs in the US. They had enough to retire. And they were very young, in their 30s, late 30s. So they just retired. They gave up their job and everything, and they went back to India. They sold everything. They had a lot of money. And they just put everything in their banks in India, whatever mutual funds, some in saving account. And they figured that they had enough money to retire in India. Their corpus would remain the same, and just on the interest, they could comfortably live. So they went back to India thinking that we will go to a city where there is nice association and we will do nice bhajan now. We don't, we are relatively young. We have made enough money. Now we can just exclusively do practice Krishna consciousness. We don't have to go to the office and work and waste 8-9 hours every day. But because they did not have a good foundation in Krishna consciousness because they did not have a mature understanding of Krishna consciousness. After going to India, they were in a city where there is a nice big temple and good association, but they fell prey to Maya. Why? Because they go to India and then all the family members, all the relatives, they come and there are so many attachments. The family members are not devotees. The old friends that you had before you came to US, because they became devotees after coming to US. So the old friends that they had in India, now they started pulling, trying to get their attention and time and making friends with them. So much distraction in India, so much temptations. Here you cannot eat anywhere because there are no vegetarian restaurants. But in India, there are Jain restaurants. Hare Krishna. It may be Jain food, but it is not Krishna Prasad. It is very sinful to eat even in a Jain restaurant because it is not Krishna Prasad. Yagya Shishtashna Santo Muchante Sarva Kilbhishai Bhunjate Teto Agam Papa Iha Pachanti Atma Karana. Agam Papa. They are only eating sins. Of course, it is more sinful to eat onion garlic. It is even more sinful to eat eggs and even more sinful to eat meat. But still, it may be vegetarian without onion garlic, but if it has not been offered to Krishna, it is quite sinful. And then they just got dragged into so many distractions. Doing this, some socializing, and the whole spirit of retiring early so they can practice more Krishna consciousness with full vigor, with no distraction, was lost. You see? So therefore, it is not just about saving and having a secure old age. We are grihasthas and we are supposed to support the three ashrams, the three other ashrams. As grihastha ashram, we have to support brahmacharis, we have to support vanaprasthas, and we have to support the sannyasis. So we must give donations to qualified sadhus. We must donate to our Guru Maharaj. We must donate to Srila Prabhupada's mission. We must donate to the ISKCON projects that are dear to our heart. Whether it is some ISKCON Goshala or it is common projects like TOVP, we must support. We must support these projects and we must donate. We should not think, oh, let me save. Yes, we should save. I'm not saying don't save. We must save, but we must be charitable also. We must be charitable also. Once my spiritual master, Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj, was asked, how much should a grahastha donate? That's a common question. How much should we donate? So Maharaj replied, you should donate till it pinches. Sometimes we donate till it is comfortable. Here is $108, and we feel, yes, I'm done for next 3 months now. I gave a nice donation. That may be okay if that is what you are making, but we should really open our heart and donate till it pinches. We have to be charitable. We cannot be misers, because greed is also an equally big gate to hell. Kama, krodha, tatha, lobhas. So we have to think about lobh, about greed also. As grihasthas, if we are simply stacking up and not donating, then we are grihamedis. Krishna will maintain us. We don't have to think so much. We should think about retirement. Yes, we should plan. But we should not be obsessed that, okay, I have got 15 years of work now, healthy life. I have to retire in 15 or 20 years. So next 15, 20 years, don't come to me for any donations. I'm going to save for my future. No, that is fanaticism. We are victims of greed, if that is attitude. So look at Jagannath Mishra. Anande vivala vipre dite chahe dan. He wanted to give donation. When Krishna was born in the jail of Kansa in Mathura, his father, Vasudeva Maharaj, he was a prisoner. He had nothing, no possessions. But because a son is born, it is a culture that we should donate to the qualified Vaishnavas and Brahmanas. So he wanted to give, but he had nothing in the jail. So what did Vasudeva Maharaj do? He closed his eyes and in his meditation, in his mind, he gave away thousands and thousands of cows and lots of gold and ghee and chadars to Brahmanas. And when Krishna came after 11 years and rescued Vasudeva Maharaj and Devaki Devi from the jail of Kansa, and Ugrasen Maharaj became the king of Mathura, and Vasudeva Maharaj had at his disposal a whole kingdom now. Then Vasudeva Maharaj performed actual charity also, actually gave a lot of wealth away in charity. So we should be charitable. We should not be tight-fisted or miserly. That is not a sign of a advanced devotee. We should plan. We should have some savings, and we should donate also generously, depending on how much we are making. And if we are really not having good income, we don't have money as grihasthas, and we are financially in a tight situation, then at least we can donate our services. We can donate our time, do some services in the temple, volunteering for cooking, for serving prasadam, for cleaning the temple. At least we should donate ourselves to Krishna's service. So like that, we should be charitable.